UFC Fight Night took place this past Saturday. The main event, Moreno taking on Erceg. I'm here to give you my prediction recap and betting recap on this event. It was a pretty decent event. We had 12 fights instead of the 13 we were promised. Joe Pyfer decided to eat a bad taco and decided to fight with a latrine instead of taking on Kelvin Gastelum. We'll get into that. But yeah, seriously, if you if you looked at my posts on Saturday, I actually predicted the fact that Joe Pyfer probably ate a bad taco. 10 minutes after that, John Anik comes on live and he tells everybody that the fight is off due to food poisoning. Oh, I was laughing real good on that one. I was thinking about doing a whole bunch of graphics and shit, but who gives a who cares? Let's get into the prediction recap. We start off the night with the robbery of the year. Markel Medeiros getting the split decision win over my prediction, Austin Hubbard. Bullshit. That's all I gotta say. These stats right here on the UFC site, they really don't even give you the control time. Austin Hubbard had 7 minutes and 34 seconds of control time over Medeiros' minute and change. What a robbery this was. And of course, the prediction community, they ain't saying shit. I wonder actually how many of those prediction channels out there are actually telling the truth and saying, yeah, I got away with one last night. Wow, what a robbery. We moved on to Jamal Emmers knocking out Gabriel Miranda in style. He was my bet. I actually doubled down on that bet. That was one of my first official bets. I doubled down at the same odds of minus 105, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Doubled down on that bet. I did about the same on my live bets as I did on my official predictions. I went 8-4. But yeah, all that betting, and I'll already tell you right now, I know we're not in the betting segment, but I made about $36 total last night. Not a lucrative night at all. Anyway, we moved on. Rafa Garcia versus Vince Pichel. I did say in my prediction video that the Mexicans were gonna deport you, Rafa, if you couldn't beat a 42-year-old Vince Pichel. Yeah, Vince actually looked good in that second round. Looked like he was turning the tide, but Rafa, realizing that he was about to lose, turned it up a notch in round 3. Rafa Garcia gets the unanimous decision win. We moved on to Lupi Gomez Godinez taking on Psycho Pilastri. Pilastri had me laughing the way she was coming down with her hands down in round 3. Looking like Michael Myers on Halloween. Psycho showing female CTE in real time in round 3. She was catching Lupi though. She was catching her in round 3, but yeah, Lupi gets the unanimous decision. We moved on to C-Rod versus Melky Costa. And C-Rod, some people were saying this was a robbery. Nah, it wasn't a robbery. Melky got it done with the hands. I mean, look at the total strikes. I think Melky had over 200 total strikes. The UFC site really lacks key information in these stats. I was noticing that like a year ago already. They've gotten a little bit better over time, but yeah, having no control time stats. I mean, you do get breakdowns on position strikes, which kind of gives you an idea of what took place on the ground. But yeah, you need to Up your game, UFC.com. But yeah, we all know why you don't show the complete story. Because you are the orchestrators of the bullshit. Like that Austin Hubbard loss. Damn, I'm still thinking about Austin Hubbard. That is two split decisions my boy's been screwed out of in a row. Yeah, Austin Hubbard. Yeah, I'm still talking about Hubbard. Jose Daniel Medina. Oh my God, what a knee that was from Atiba Gauthier, getting the performance of the night with that knockout. I thought that was hilarious. He caught him flush. Medina just drops like a sack of potatoes. To his credit, he wasn't out. He looks back up at the ref like, "What are you doing? I'm just getting started with my beating." Yo, Atiba Gauthier with the knockout. We moved on to the main card. Well, they had to shuffle the card because Pfeiffer ate that bad taco. Ronaldo Lazy Boy Rodriguez looking like a punching bag for Kevin Borjas. Yeah, we all know you could take a punch, Rodriguez, but damn, move that big head of yours around. Get a boxing coach or something, you gremlin. You're lucky I don't do the side-by-side comparison. That'll happen next time you lose another prediction for Cesar Leo. We moved on to David Martinez taking on Simon Oliveira. David Martinez, yeah, he cracked him. He cracked him in round one. Actually got this as a live bet as well. Round one knockout for David Martinez. That was probably my best live bet last night. I mean, I'm betting pennies and dollars over here. Like I said, I didn't win a whole lot. We moved on to Cheap Wee Wee Jr. versus Vince Morales, and Vince actually looked like he was about to ruin everybody's parlays last night. Yeah, Vince almost had him with that necktie. I mean, but come on, Vince, you need to have more than one submission. That was hilarious. He tried it the first time, then he tried it again. He said, "I'm gonna get it this time." It almost did. Rojas Jr., I think he was about to sleep before he would have tapped for sure in front of his people. But Rojas Jr. hangs on and gets the unanimous decision. Again, where's the control time stat? UFC.com. Up your game. We moved on to Chairez versus Vergara. Here's the one thing I think I got wrong on my prediction video. I said this one was going to be competitive. It wasn't. But that's the way it goes sometimes. You get caught. And CJ Vergara definitely got caught. And kudos to Chairez for recognizing he had CJ dazed and out of it. Struck him a few more times and then locked in the submission for the win. Gets a performance of the night. Congrats to Edgar Chairez. You were my prediction for that fight. We moved on to Drew Dope taking on El Loco Manuel Torres. Yeah, Drew was my prediction, and I knew. If you looked at my bet video, I always color code the fights that I feel, yeah, I'm feeling a little iffy about, and definitely Drew was one of them. I've actually been pretty on point with my color coding, with the exception of, who was that? Kudalazzi, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Hansard and Tarturo better not walk out with Garon Kudalazzi again. Yeah, let's just talk about Manuel Torres and Drew Dober. There ain't much to say. You saw what happened. Manuel Torres, he lays him flat. Drew grabbed on to El Loco and started praying to his feet. Yeah, performance of the night for Torres. Manuel Torres getting it done rather quickly. And then we moved on to the main event. Brandon Moreno versus Steve Erceg. I was trying to remember what's the actor's name that they all say Erceg looks like. The 40-year-old virgin guy. The 40-year-old virgin came up short against the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. I had a live bet on Moreno to win by decision. I should have doubled down on that. That wasn't I didn't double down on this bet. What did I bet? I did live bet on Moreno. I think I picked the over rounds and won a few dollars and change to add on to my huge profit from last night. Brandon Moreno, 5 rounds, easy prediction. Erceg, yeah, I did say you were going to go down 3 in a row, but look at the last opponents you've went down 3 in a row. 2, you should not feel too bad. Let's just get into the betting recap. So for the official predictions, I go 8-4 on the night. And for my official bets, I go 2 for 5. Of course, my donation bets, my $5 bets, and my $5 13-pick parlay were all in the trash. I did well on my live betting. I think I already mentioned that I did 8 for 4 on there. I was just looking them over. I'm not going to take screenshots of all these things just to make the point that I made $36. Take a look at this easy one. The first one that I did, I just live bet on every single match on the night. The ones I lost pretty much aligned with with my official predictions. C-Rod lost the Melky to, what's his face? Yeah, Doby. That's what I'm going to call you from now on, Drew Dober. And of course, the 3-pick parlay of the night. We lose because of Raul Rosas Jr. can't get the job done for his boy Cesar Leo. And yeah, just, there's a part of me that really regrets. Well, not that I regret it, but check out this post that I did on Saturday. I'm trying to engage with my small community. I'm clearly asking you guys, which dogs do you think could win tonight? Well, look what I put up. Now, we don't know what would have happened with Kelvin Gastelum, but I wouldn't have been surprised at all if I would have went 4 for 4 on these dog picks. And yeah, Hubbard is the first one there. And yeah, we all know he did actually win. But here's my point. I swear to you, right after I did this post, I thought to myself, I should put a $5 bet on this 13 leg with these 4 dogs. This was before Piper ate the bad taco. And I was still thinking we had 13 fights on the card. And think about that. Just think about that for a second. If I would have put $5 on these 4 dogs, and I would have lost because of Austin Hubbard, do you know how freaking livid I would have been in this recap video? Just think about that. So I'm glad I actually didn't do that parlay. And I did my little individual bets, like winning over 2.5 on Hubbard, which was like an easy one. I mean, he's a decision machine. Would have been pissed if I just would have said by decision. But yeah, there's an example of like a $5 bet that pays out $1 and change. The hell with doing all those screenshots. So yeah, $36 on the night. Not a great night for Cesar Leo, but I'll take it. It's not a loss. And next week, we all lose because we're going to the apex. And it's gonna be the man, the myth himself, the Orc, taking on Lerone Murphy. And yeah, I was looking over this card. We're going to start off the night with 2 ladies matches, if that's the lineup that they're keeping, and that's the lineup we get up until next Saturday. Yeah. All those prediction channels that are patting themselves on the back There was one guy, I saw this guy, he posted a comment, he wasn't even trolling, he was being serious. He was like, damn, the one time I go 10-2 and I didn't even make a video. I was cracking up. I'm like, wow, this guy actually thinks he deserves an award for picking every favorite on the card. These are real people in the community, folks. They exist. But yeah, next week, Josh Emmett taking on Lerone Murphy. And that card is looking like a doozy. I'm about to do my predictions actually in a few minutes. I'm going to try and start doing this video early, get it out early on Tuesday. I got to take my time looking over this card. Wow. But until then, let me put up the graphic and do the voice. The Age of Men.